Hey guys, just want to talk a little bit about yesterday. We did a poll on the page here talking about what are some things that people need prayer requests for: health, family, financial, stress and anxiety. And again, by far, people vote about stress and anxiety a lot. And so I just want to go back to Philippians again. We've been in Philippians 4 a lot, talking about be anxious for nothing, but I also want to tag on. We also have been in Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, talking about trusting in the Lord with all your heart. And so one of the things that I just want to share with you is, if you've never heard these verses, Philippians 4, where he says, verse 6 says, be anxious for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. If you've never heard that, well, now you've heard it. He's saying, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses comprehension, will guard your hearts and minds. So if you've never heard that, well, there is a reason for your anxiety, right? But now you know that you can actually turn these things over to God. You don't have to be anxious for anything, but everything that gives you anxiety, you can turn over to the Lord, and His peace will guard your heart and mind. So, oftentimes we're anxious because, one, we don't know the result of what's going to happen. Sometimes we are anxious because we know the result that's going to happen, and we're already upset about how that's going to play out. Sometimes we're anxious because we want the result to happen in a certain way, and if it doesn't, then we're upset about it. We want it our way, and so often we will pray for God's will to be our will, instead of just praying, God, your will be done, and I'm going to be good with it because I know that you're looking out for everything and everyone and even me. And so I think a lot of times what happens is, one, either we don't know this. We don't know that if we pray and beg God and turn everything over to Him, that His peace can give us that peace. His peace surpasses understanding. Either we don't know that, or we don't believe it. We don't believe that God will do that He will give us peace. Or either or it's not true. It's just, maybe it's not true. And if it's not true, well, then we have plenty to be anxious about. But if it is true, well, then we have either decided to believe it or not believe it. And so whatever your anxiety is, whatever it is that you have anxiety about, and I have a big meeting today that I have a lot of anxiety about, but because I know what I want the outcome to be. But if it's not that outcome, I know that God's will is going to be done. And so I have to allow Him to give me that peace regardless of the outcome. And I hope His outcome is my outcome. But if it's not, His outcome is the outcome. And I have to have peace with God about that outcome. Which leads us back to Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. So whatever it is that you feel like the outcome needs to be, you could be wrong. I found in my life, I probably am wrong. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and don't lean on Wes's understanding. In all my ways, I just need to acknowledge Him and let Him give me that straight path to His will. That direct path to His will. No curvy, off the beaten path. His will, the straight path. And so trust in the Lord with all your heart. Don't lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. He will direct your paths. And so if we are trusting that He knows, then we can have peace that He knows. Yes, this may not come out the way I wanted. I don't know how it's going to come out. But He knows. And I can have peace that He is in control and taking care of all things. Or I don't believe that. I don't believe He's in control. I don't believe He's going to take care of everything. Or I don't believe it's real. I don't believe any of this is true. So where are you in that? Do you believe it? Do you believe it's true? Do you believe that He is true? Do you believe that He is in charge of everything and He's going to take care of everything? Or are we still trying to manipulate it into our way, and even trying to manipulate God into doing it our way? And your way and his way may be the exact same. The outcome may be the same as for him as for you. But if it's not, can we have peace? Can we have peace regardless? So, and that's on us to believe God. You choose to believe God. So anyway, guys, have a great day, and let's have peace today.